Ooh, let's have a cup of tea. So I woke up this morning and the weather was absolutely fabulous. As you can see, it's a little bit windy, but other than that it's pretty bang on. So I thought there isn't a better day to do my first POV point of view video in the MX-5. So what I'll do first is give you a quick run around of what I've done to the car for the new subscribers, and then we'll jump in it and try and find some really nice roads. Okay, so the car at the minute is running MeisterR Clubrace Coilovers, and it's set up by Blink Motorsport with their Track Demon alignment. The coilovers are actually relatively soft for this road drive. I haven't got them too hard, they're more towards the soft setting. I'm still running the Khumo Ecsta PS71s, which are a 205/45 ZR17. For brakes I'm running your pretty standard Brembo discs, but I've got some quite nice pads. These are Mintex Racing 1166 brake pads. I'm also running the Progress Technologies sway bars, so I imported those from America, and they're quite thick sway bars. I'll put the specs on the screen here. So this is the 2 litre, not really changed anything under here. Well, in fact, I've not changed anything. It goes all right as standard, as you're about to see. Please remember to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and turn all your notifications on so that you'll never miss my videos. So, first things first, I think it would be rude not to have the roof down. Let's just get belted up first. I have got camera kit and stabilizers in the boot, so if you hear anything, that's what that is. Wind deflector up. Let's go. Give a bit of a stock rev. So like I mentioned earlier, we're still running the completely stock exhaust system. Right, so I'm just going to let the traffic clear a bit. Let's hope the microphone's still on the outside. Some of you might recognise this famous landmark here. If you do, let me know down in the comments below. It's a bit James Bond, isn't it? You can hear the pads squealing there a bit. It's cold day and they're definitely not up to temperature yet. So actually they squeal when they're at temperature as well. There's a happy medium somewhere in the middle, but I don't mind the squealing, to be honest. But in this car you can take pretty much any corner at the speed limit, so leaning on it a bit there. But the sway bars are coming in useful, so people who say that, you know, Mazdas don't have a lot of power, well, I'm sat here in 4th gear, 3000 RPM at 50 miles an hour. Even if this was a 60, it'd still be struggling to keep it at 60. I mean, you could just sit in 6th, drop it right down. Now these coilovers are really really comfy actually, way better than the standard Bilsteins that it was on. It's hard to believe, but on the softer settings they're much more compliant and a lot more comfortable than you think. You know, it pulls reasonably well in 6th, so we're in 6th now, 1500 RPM at 40 mile an hour, and you know, accelerate. It does accelerate uphill as well. Not too bad at all, really. Side 4. This town that we're going into now, also a bit of an iconic supercar spotting town. So if you recognise this one, also let me know down below in the comments. What have we got here? 488, I think. It's bright red, but it's not as cool as the Mazda. So if you hear some ticking and pinging, that's because the rear wheel arch liners on this car have taken them out because they hold water, and I think they cause more damage than they do good. So it's just some stones being picked up by the sticky tyres and being flung into the wheel wells. So that's what that is, if you can hear that. Traction control light coming on there. Just still a little bit damp on these roads. So you can see most of the time I'm in 4th gear, really, 3rd or 4th on these roads in the UK. On a motorway I guess you'd go into 6th. Now I'm around a town, you're probably in 2nd most of the time. But this car, that's what's so good about this car, it's still enjoyable when you're only, I'd call this pootling really. I'm not exactly pushing the car, pootling around on these back roads. You can see it's sunny, but they're still a little bit damp. There's actually a quite famous racing driver lives around here. His name begins with O. If you can guess who it is, let me know down in the comments below. I was out cycling and he actually nearly hit me in his Aston Martin coming around a corner, which is quite interesting. I have done probably about I'd say 20 laps around Brands Hatch with him in the passenger seat. He was my driving instructor for Brands Hatch. So that's 50 in second there. This car will do 60 mile an hour in second. The gear ratio does let it do 60. I wonder if that's by design from Mazda to get that 0 to 60 time down. 0 to 60 in this car is 7.9 seconds, I believe. I hope this tractor doesn't pull out. But he does. I'm a bit screwed. Hey, there we go. Big hole. Hey. So these are some great roads, and it's midday on a Friday, so there's not too much traffic on them. That's a lot of traffic considering I just said there isn't that much traffic. And back down to 30. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I love hearing from you guys, so yeah, let me know what you thought down in the comments below if you like that format, or if you have an idea for a different video. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers!